Hey, what's going on? Hey, the reason I'm making this video is just to give you a little insight on steps that you can take when your mind start boggling you down and you just start thinking in all types of directions, and you can't, you feel like you're not gonna be able to get through certain situations. And just I'm gonna jump right into it. All right. First thing you want to do is you want to get organized. All right, and that may sound like, okay, I already know that. All right, cool, I knew that too. But when somebody came to me and they broke it down the way they broke it down, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. They it kind of allowed me to see, you know, not have to depend on my mind, so much. So first thing I did is I went out and I got me a binder. Okay, and we all know, all right, cool, they teach us to get binders in school. All right, so I went out and I purchased this binder, right? And on the front, if you can see, I made a list. Okay, I made a list of all the contacts, names, phone numbers, and then I made a note area. Okay, and in this binder, I was able to stick the paper in there so it'll be, protected, right? Then I went ahead and I just basically labeled it, you know. Um, and it is important to stay organized, okay, for a number of reasons. You don't always have to rely on the brain. You can call back on some things, and if you want, you can invest in some of these right here. They come in handy, you know. Um, I got a tab. I'm just gonna name some of the tabs. I got a tab for all my certifications, right? Just in case I need to go back and pull the certification. All right. I got a tab for my college, my transcripts, um, any type of information like from a workforce, uh, anything, anything. Got to keep it right. Then I got a tab for my training. I got like all different types of stuff in here. Then I got a tab for my job information, right? Um, like I printed off way before, like I was getting out of the military, right? And here I printed off, say for instance, service desk technician. Okay, that's basically no more than a person who know how to work computers and they can give information to other people. So I got like a job listed and I put it in here, just in case I need to grab it real quick and get some information off of it, so that when I wanted to write my resumes, I got it, right? So then, talking about resumes, I might put up like this. I might do an instructional video on some things you can think about when going about doing the resumes, and I hit on a little bit of that right now. When you're doing a resume, um, there's three different types of resumes. You have I forget the names right offhand, like that's why I use this binder. But you have three different types of resumes, and depending on your job history, depending on the length of time you work, depending on how much education you got, depending on a lot of things, you can pick either one of those job things, right? And if you need just, hey, like, In the bottom link, wherever you see this video, be like, hey, look, I got a question about this. Just leave a comment. Like a lot of us, when you think about resumes, it becomes scary. You don't know where to start. You be like, oh shit, like it really becomes scary. But as long as you got something to go off of, you good. Um, One thing you need to you may learn. I don't know if you're gonna learn this or if you have learned it. But one thing you're gonna learn is a 5-minute elevator speech. Basically, that's who you are, what you did, what you plan on bringing to the table, what are some of your hobbies, and a closing and some questions. So basically, if I was in the elevator and I was getting ready to go to interview, I would be saying my elevator speech in my head. I would be using action verbs, all right, and I'll be like this. My name is Azarel. I am. I have about 5 to 6 years of clerical job experience, and you want to not say you got to practice on that. You just want to be really confident about it, like you're having a normal conversation. Then you want to go on and say, use 3 descriptive words that describe you. I'm motivated. I'm prompt. I'm on time. I'm organized. Then you want to move on to the bulk of it. Talk about the job that you're applying for. I know that this job has been around for such and such amount of years. It's just a lot that you can train yourself on when you're dealing with a resume, and it can be scary. But once you start to get yourself prepared for it and know different steps to take, then you'll be good. And so I got my job section, right? And then I just got a section in the back just because. But you don't have to like necessarily do what I do. However you wanna your path, whatever your path is, you want to just always make sure you got this. I had this. I never get rid of it. It's pretty much, got my tabs. Put these in here. Got my book that they gave me once I was about to be released or what have you. And that's it. I mean, it's staying organized. If you want, I'll break it down. I'll put some slides up into the video. Next video called resume preparedness, whatever. Because like people could charge you for this type of service, and I don't think it needs to be that way. Because if you Google on the internet resume, you just have to come to terms with yourself. You have to get down, get focused, stop the bull s with other people for a while, get focused, get regrouped, meditate, whatever you need to do. Tell yourself, I gotta do this. I got this. And just get organized. And trust me, any type of step in life can be a little frustrating, especially when you don't know the resources to go to or who to go to. And it's all about structure. And see, a lot of places don't got structure. You have to pay. This is a capitalist state. Capitalist country. So you have to pay for information nowadays. Sometimes they have like one stops. So those are free. You got one stop places. Google one stop. One stop. I don't know. One stop. Whatever. Just go to a college. Call a college and be like, hey, do they got any workforce places I can go to get resume training? Most times when you get a resume training, they offer you a scholarship to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Many people know this. I'm just throwing it out like that. And yeah, so you can practice on that 5-minute elevator speech. All right. And I know that was a little dark. I haven't really been planning on doing any videos, and so I don't do the little cuts, the little slide sheets, and then you see the video, what have you. I ain't got into that. But for real, take it serious and don't stress life. Keep it simple.